The time that a student studies at a university is only part of their learning journey. They have a journey before they arrive at university, and they have a journey after they have left, either successfully completing or not. For many students, this journey is very similar. It's a well-trodden path that maybe their parents took before them, or their big brother or sisters took before them. But for our group of students, the students who are first in their family to go to university, the students who are coming at it from a different route, then their journey starts in a different place. And for this reason, we have to contextualise the time that these students study with us in a student life cycle. The student life cycle starts in infancy. It starts really in childhood. And a lot of universities who wish to target these particular group of students do outreach work with primary schools and work with young people and their families. As it is unrealistic to expect these students to be there waiting at the age of 17 if they've not been growing up in a context where progression to university is normal, is what the father, the mother did, the brothers and the sisters did. So outreach is a very important component of enabling this particular target group of students to progress to university. Because of the previous learning journey, sometimes the students of our target groups are not there waiting at admissions with the right set of qualifications or even an understanding of the admissions process. So it's really important that the admissions process is looked at from the perspective of the target group of students. Are they disadvantaged in some way by a process which is not something that they have come across before within their family? And these are important considerations to review the admissions process. Induction and orientation is particularly important for this group of students. If they're going to succeed, it has to be from a basis of a solid understanding of where they are, what is available to them, what's expected of them. Just even knowing their way around a campus, knowing the language of the university, these are very fundamental things which might be overlooked if you don't understand that these are the students who are the first in their family to be in that situation. During their time of study, this particular group of students are vulnerable to dropout. And that's not because they haven't got the academic ability. Quite often it's a combination of a lack of understanding what the university expects from them, sometimes combined with personal pressures coming from the home and the community, but also by the university not recognising that this particular group of students are different and do need to be supported, maybe need to have some extra skills, for example, study skills, maybe need some additional support. There's a variety of things that need to happen, but what is really important is that the students are monitored. So both the academic and the administrative staff know how the student is progressing. And if there are any issues, these are dealt with quickly, sensitively, and specifically to that individual student. Progression after university. Unfortunately, it is a reality that this particular group of students do find it more difficult to gain employment and/or postgraduate opportunities. The first thing is to recognise this, to talk it through with the students. Quite often employment opportunities, for example, come through a network of parental colleagues and friends. So maybe a mentoring programme or the opportunity to do work placements targeted for this group of students to enable them to develop the capacity that they need to gain successful employment after their successful studies. The concept of a student life cycle enables us to think through the provision that we want to make for non-traditional, first-generation target groups of students, but not just thinking of the time that they study with us, but thinking very much about their journey into the university, the points of entry, the point of transition, the support they need whilst they're with us, but also enabling them to successfully proceed to employment or postgraduate studies.